me know. Is it all good?
I can check on Twitch. Let me see. All right, I sound decently good.
Alright. I'm using a... Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Just a very quick thing. I could not get my laptop screen fixed. Basically, by parts and labor, it would be too costly. So instead, I am basically using it as a mobile computer storing device, and essentially I have two monitors. I just close it because there's an option to make it if it's closed, it still runs, and just have two monitors up. So things shouldn't change. I
Here's
haven't.
hoping.
What?
Here's hoping, right?
Mm-hmm. I've at least changed for the better. But yeah, last time, I believe we I think we proved the theory that Annie had a motive to commit murder, and the only reason we got it is because Von Karma wanted a perfect win, which is like, all right, sure, go ahead, shoot yourself in the foot so we win.
Yeah, I think that was about right. Like, we showed that Maya was most likely not the person to take the shot. It was likely the Eeny Meeny.
Yeah. I mean, of course it isn't Maya. This is a flashback.
Yeah. But the motivation was a little shaky. And there was some other stuff to it. It was a very complicated one. It was just sort of like, no, we don't need to prove that. We just need to prove you did it. And you kind of admitted to doing it.
Thanks for doing the job for us, Dick.
But this is, Ace Attorney and
a parody of Japanese law.
A poorly understood parody of Japanese law.
From people from Japan.
Yeah. There's some good commentary, like Japan does have I think it's like 99% guilty verdict rate.
Yeah.
And there are some problems with that, but it's not because the trials are fast, it's due to kind of corruption. And
it's like it's a weird blend of American law and Japanese law in a way that it's better, it's not...
It takes a poor understanding of Japanese law and a poor understanding of American law and then combines them.
It's worse than the sum of its parts, is what I was trying to say.
It's also a poor understanding of how criminal investigations go and a poor understanding of actual crime resolution techniques. So there's a lot of things that are faulty. I still distinctly remember looking at the image of the murder scene that Lotta took and just being like, wait a minute, he was shot in the head. Where's the bullet hole? Why is he face down? What is happening here? He was clearly moved.
I don't know if it's just this game, but I definitely know in Bigtop, Shigatuni mentioned that he did that entire thing drunk, which among many reasons why people don't like Bigtop.
Yeah.
We're dragging our feet with this, and I'll be perfectly honest. Once you get to Bigtop, I give Kyle a chance to figure things out.
Now we're gonna go through that as fast as possible.
Yeah, no, fuck that noise. This was at least this has taken us at least a month. Game wise, I don't want to spend longer than 2 weeks on Bigtop. By which I mean 2 stream sessions. Anyways, is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. That's right, that was the other thing. Her aunt was involved. And under the circumstances, there is no one else other than your aunt, Morgan.
That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt?
Do you want me to list the reasons?
Everything is going... I think this is, Von Karma. Give me a second.
I believe so.
I've been mentally playing a character that's more French aligned than German aligned, so it's gonna take a second. Ah! Miss Von Karma! Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you... I forgot the rule. Don't you have something better to... I'm just gonna read it normally, and then I'll probably remember how to do an accent later. It's been a while, guys.
I think we did have the whole thing of she's German, English is not her first language. These slip-ups are probably in character.
Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Save your own situation.
It makes me feel like she's aiming a gun at us. We're just having a conversation, she's just off to the side, it's just she draws a pistol. Just lady, wait a minute. Hold on. We can talk about this. That is you.
Looking down on me, even though we're the same age.
Are they?
They are the same age.
Oh, God.
She's 18. She is also 18. In case you didn't believe me.
I know, it's just... The child prodigy thing tends to get done a little too much in a little bit too much of an extreme way sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, just... It's completely ridiculous that she's somehow a prosecutor, genius prosecutor at 13. I think you need, I think by law you need a lot more training for that.
I believe you also need to be of a certain age, actually.
Yeah. This isn't a knowledge thing. This is a you need to have experience thing, and 13-year-olds don't get that experience.
Let me see here. Minimum prosecutor.
Take also Japan in case it's a little bit younger than America.
Be a lawyer. Let's see here. Minimum age is... Oh, that's in India. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. There was somebody that started studying law when he was 14, but he graduated at 16 and became a lawyer after that. The youngest to ever pass the California bar exam is 17 years old. It takes a minimum of about 5 years to finish the course. So, like, you could start at 13, and that's probably where the whole she's 18 and became a prosecutor might have come up from. You can technically start studying law rather early, so long as you have the intellect for it, absolutely. But the amount of time that it takes could be 3 to 5 years. So, shoot for 5 years, she finishes her degrees and everything. She passes the bar exam at 18. She's an actual prosecutor at 18.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, she started doing cases younger than that.
Yeah, that's. It's possible. It's possible somebody could be that intellectually intelligent. However, the issue is not so much the intellect, it is the perception of that person. Being that young and getting involved is incredibly tricky. There's a reason that, like, Detective Conan is a very famous anime that involves a well-known, like, high school level kind of private detective who's worked with the police multiple times on different cases. He's called in as a kind of external expert to give a bit of knowledge and information to the police. When he gets turned into a child, he does not come forward and say, I know what to do. He utilizes the detective that is currently taking care of him to give explanations.
Or Richard is what I first learned as a kid, and
yeah, so, like, he understands something that's very intrinsic and that kind of gets overlooked a lot with the.
I think he tried. If I remember correctly, he tried at first.
Yeah,
I believe to do it is basically like realizing no one's going to like listen to you because you're a kid.
Yeah, he realized, like, you are tiny. Nobody expects you to have that level of intellect and experience when you are a child. People put value on different things. They put value onto intellect, onto experience, onto seniority. So while Franziska could theoretically try to prosecute at age 13, it's likely she wouldn't be able to pass the bar exam. It's likely she would not be able to pass a large number of hurdles in the field just because she is at that age too young. She may be able to assist, like, say, her father around that age, but her father was also Von Karma, and it's a Von Karma.
According to the wiki, Siska started her legal studies in Germany at a very young age, and by the age of 13, she was set to pass the bar exam.
God, it just feels way too young.
Yeah, no, even with Von Karma at the helm, eventually someone's going to be like, no, you can't do this.
Yeah.
I don't care how good a prosecutor you are. This is a child. She should be in school.
Given what happened with Von Karma as well, that he was shown to be manipulating evidence in his criminal cases and was sent to jail for murder, there would be some questions about her bar exam if he was involved in her tutoring or her becoming a prosecutor at all, along with a number of her court cases.
I'll be very honest, Von Karma feels like a man who, like, if you told him he had kids, be like, oh, right, the children that live in my house.
No, because he would be wanting perfection from his children, because he is a perfectionist to an extreme.
It occasionally feels like that. Occasionally also feels like neglect. Neglect was synonymous with hugs and kisses in the Von Karma family.
He would be the parent that, like, does not pay attention to his child, but sets everything up for his child to always succeed in life, because if his child ever failed, it would reflect badly upon him. Thus, that cannot happen.
Exactly.
So,
I have children. You've had sex? I've had children. I don't know why you're bringing that. You're always confused about this. I would love to see one game that's set in the alternate universe where Von Karma is this great defense attorney who loves his kids, but is still a perfectionist in other ways.
Yeah. What? Honestly, I'm looking at Franziska and I'm looking at the kind of storyline for this, and I'm thinking to myself, like, it would be interesting if she was going after Phoenix, not just because Phoenix took down her father and she's completely kind of off base with who her father was. It would be more interesting if she went up against him, because this is the man that proved her father was not perfect, that revealed all these terrible things about her family, and that has cast a shadow of doubt upon her. So, like, this would be the kind of turnabout for her of
I
am
like that
not.
idea. I want to tweak it a little bit. I like the idea more if she's testing him.
Yeah, that would be the better way to do it. I
Like,
was going to
is it
say
a
that,
fluke,
like,
or are you really that good? And